Do you ever feel like you look 5 months pregnant after eating? I know sometimes we have, and it is a sign that you might have to look at something. I mean, I think your belly is always a little bit more full after you eat. I mean, that's a natural conclusion. But if you're like gaining 12 inches after a meal, you've got some issues.
We noticed that 79.2% of you are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come subscribe. We give you 5 days a week of free weight loss advice. And I mean, come on. It's a pretty cool vibe over here. So I'd love it if you'd come join. We really appreciate all of your support. So please don't forget to subscribe.
Absolutely. Every human, if you were to test their urine, would have glyphosate in their bodies. Glyphosate literally implodes insects. That's how it's an insecticide. It's a pesticide, and it implodes the insect from the inside out. So imagine what that's doing to your body. Now, I get it. Like, insects are a hassle. In my garden, they consume things, and it's a bummer. But like, I don't want to put a chemical on my soil, on my land, in my body, just to get rid of that nuisance.
And when I was 320 pounds, my inflammation was really, really bad. And I'm still recovering from the damage I did to my body when I was 320 pounds.
The thing is, you don't even realize it. I used to think that hummus and oats were a great go-to when I was out and about. Come to find out, they are the two things, chickpeas and oats and green tea, actually, those three, are like in the top 5 of glyphosate concentrations out of all the foods they tested.
Which studies or books did you read, and who was it funded by, that you thought that chickpeas and oats were good?
I was working with Jeffrey Smith on the project Secret Ingredients, and he had all the latest research on glyphosate concentrations. And I don't know if it was the EWG group who did the testing. Why do you ask?
Well, I'm curious which corporation lied to you that oats and chickpeas were good to eat when you then realized it was heavily sprayed.
I made the assumption based on my nutritional background that oats, plain oats, could be an option when I'm like desperate for food.
In which like science class, or was that in college that you learned that?
Well, I definitely think that the accumulation of decades of nutritional science research would lead me to think that not eating a pastry and eating hummus is probably a better option, right? When you compare what you can get at Starbucks, for example, what are you going to buy? Is it going to be the spinach egg wrap? Is it going to be the donut? Is it going to be the bagel? Like, how do you decide, right? And so for me, I thought, well, I'm going to get a green tea and I'll just leave the sugar. I'll just take the plain oats with some water. But those oats actually have a very high concentration of glyphosate.
So don't eat oats. Oats are not good. And
well, if you eat organic oats, you can do that.
Well, I met someone who drank a lot of oat milk, and I know a lot of you guys like oat milk. Well, oat milk actually makes you inflamed, and it can give you skin rashes.
I just don't feel good on oat milk.
Me neither.
I think it raises your blood glucose, which then raises your insulin, which has you store fat. And there are gums and emulsifiers that disrupt your gut microbiome, causing gut dysbiosis. And in addition to that, it's come to find out soaked in glyphosate. And there's only like 1 or 2 brands that offer organic oat milk. Some people think that oats are notorious to be a sugar stabilizing, fat burning food. I could not lose weight on oats. And I got so hungry hours after eating them. So I thought, something is not right about this. But it does add a good texture and it's better than eating white flour. It is a step up for a lot of people. So we do make our own oat flour. The only way I was able to really get oats dialed in was to get the whole oat groat, soak and sprout it, and then blend it. That was the one that kept me full for like 5 hours, kept my blood sugar stable, was really, really, really good for you. But anyway, we went off on a whole tangent. Why are people even watching this video in the first place?
You guys want to know how to reverse your PCOS and your bloating, and I was bloated all the time. But it wasn't actually only because of the food. It was also because I had leaky gut from the food that I was eating. And so if you want to start on the journey of healing this, you have to start by cutting out the ultra-processed crap that is poking holes in your gut, like Mom just explained. You have to start by actually eating foods that heal the intestinal lining. And what that looks like is things like bone broth, things like sauerkraut, probiotics, and 30 different kinds of fiber. Most Americans aren't even eating like enough fiber for a baby. Like, it's really ridiculous.
And I think we were fed this lie that we needed a number of grams. And we need that 25 to 30 as a minimum that the recommended daily allowance, the RDA, is saying. But the research is showing us that we need a variety of fiber. So we need fiber from a lot of different things. So if you're eating just one thing, like lettuce on your hamburger, like Penelope was when she was 320 pounds, then you're going to need to change it up a little bit. Maybe try some carrots, maybe try some other things. But definitely you want to get a variety of things. And luckily every season, spring, summer, winter, fall, you have a variety variety of new things. Like spring was peas and spring onions and chives, and now we're in summer and it's tomatoes and zucchini and eggplant. Oh,
I'm really in the mood for melon.
oh, how wonderful. See, it's in season. Lucky us.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just want to encourage you that there is hope. Your body is designed to heal itself, and this is not an overnight fix. I don't want to pretend like it's super easy to fix your gut. I mean, it is and it isn't. It does take time, it takes consistency, and it takes awareness. And what is so tricky about this whole equation, Penelope, and our audience, our friends out there, is that it's a cacophony. It's like this combination of things that we just don't even realize is disrupting our gut microbiome. Like we're trying to do the right thing. We're ordering vegetables at the restaurant, but those vegetables actually might have herbicides, fungicides, and pesticides sprayed all over them because they're cheaper. And I get it. And that's why we really want to encourage you to get back in the kitchen and cook your food. If you're rolling your eyes right now, I'm letting you know that it is a life skill. And it's really up to you because your life is in your hands. It's not in your doctor's hands. It's not in the government's hands. It's in your hands. And honestly, if you don't start doing something about it, I'm sorry for you because what is waiting for you is usually pain and suffering and an early end of life, which was the case for my mother and could have been the case for my daughter. Penelope and I have lost over 260 pounds combined. So stop listening to influencers out there who are filling your ears with nonsense. We have been there, and this is a battle. This is not something that's just simple, oh, just lose some weight, eat right. No, we have to really get smart, and we have to learn the discernment about what's good and what's bad and where you're sourcing your food and what you're making in your kitchen because you cannot delay. The time is now to start taking full accountability for your health and your life and your future. Penelope didn't just fix her gut. She fixed her brain. She fixed her immune system. She fixed her hormones. And she fixed her life. You went down this dark hole, Penelope, and it was hard to get out of it. And I'm here to tell you that these weight loss medications are causing more problems. And a lot of people say, oh, well, the benefits outweigh the risks. I'm not convinced. And so we take this very, very seriously because this is your life we're talking about. And people disconnect the fact that your gut and your brain are connected. There are now thousands of studies that are out there. You look it up. Don't believe us. Look it up. It is so important. Your life depends on it. Your family's lives depend on it. So we would love to invite you to become part of our Women's Accountability Group if you feel ready. You also might not be ready. I totally get it. Little by little, we have, really real conversations, live coaching, accountability group text 7 days a week. We've got, an online program. We teach you about the gut microbiome. We teach you how to cook. If you'd like, please comment down below. We'd love to know what you're doing for your health today. And if you're not ready to dive in with us, maybe just subscribe to our Substack. That's where we give you lots of delicious recipes to keep you on the healthy path. It's like sneaky, dirty, clean food. It's really fun. So definitely check that out. Links are in the description. And we hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you all the time.